Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show this Thursday morning, and what a show we have for you today. COP28 landmark deals, getting money for losing weight, and an inspirational rapper who is using his music to share his unconventional truth.
And of course, as usual, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast to view everything you've ever missed. The interview was something you don't want to miss.
Good morning, Dubai. Happy Thursday, and welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country has talked about. Of course, our top story for you today: COP28, a landmark deal was delivered in Dubai yesterday.
As well, UAE residents can get 300 dirhams for every kilogram you lose.
We got so many questions about this yesterday. This is a RAC hospital initiative. It's very interesting. Also, Bill Gates, the one and only, one of the world's most intelligent men, sits down for an interview with an Ask with Cash and says actually he's learned a lot about the Holy Quran.
Now as well, in line of what's happening in Gaza, the UAE opens 3 water plants to provide Gaza with clean drinking water.
So needed. And then later on in the show, we're super excited to have British rapper Larko, whose music reveals his truth in unconventional but very interesting ways. He's going to be with us at 8:50. But before we get to all of that, guys, it's Christmas. Can you feel the vibes? Welcome to the Lovin Dubai show. We have a giveaway.
I mean, honestly, yeah, we do have a giveaway. I mean, this is not the box. What's inside the box? So.
The box, you know, though, so people could actually just enjoy the box.
I mean,
we're living our game show era.
Oh yeah, I am. Honestly.
Giveaway.
Honestly, it's actually very cute. You know, you could just like have like some flowers inside, so you can actually have a 2-in-1 giveaway. You can have like what's inside, and as well this.
Box.
Exactly, you can have like either, I don't know, flowers.
Arts and crafts,
for your cat,
stationery, cats. Who knows? Guys, keep tagging to win. A massive thank you to Earth Goods, because they sent over this delightful box yesterday. And the best thing that we could do is share it with someone deserving. So tag someone who you think deserves this, and we'll give you a hint for who might deserve it with some of the goods. This stuff, by the way, like this is like the good stuff on the shelves, you know, like if you're treating yourself to this.
Yeah, honestly, to be honest with you guys, I have been recently very into a lot of like healthy food and healthy everything. So I think this is actually very good, and I've tried it. It's very yummy.
So honestly, all of this stuff is basically like baking.
Yeah.
But the good baking, you know, like it's not throwing a heap of sugar into a pot.
This is as well peanut butter, which cashew butter, actually, not even
cashew butter, coconut sugar.
Yummy.
This, I believe, is the sugar that you should actually be eating. Cocoa powder.
Oh, there are even as well
rolled oats.
Almonds. You know, actually eating 4 almonds a day is very healthy for you.
4 almonds a day.
Yeah.
That's not enough almonds in my book.
Really? Oh my God.
Because almonds are so delicious, right? But you always want more.
That is true. I mean, honestly, nuts overall, general. It's just like, but the thing is, like, you don't want to overeat them as well, right? Because like, as you're eating them, while imagine like you're watching something and you're eating, it's like you just never stop.
That's the thing with everything.
That's true.
Everything.
Yeah,
it's like avocado. They're like a half avocado is enough for a day, and you're like, that's not enough.
I want more.
I need a full avocado.
I want more. So yes, for sure.
We're seeing all of your comments come through. Guys, we're going to give this away to someone. Hesham is furiously screenshotting all of the answers coming through. And what we'll do is later on in the day, we'll put them through a random generator. We'll pick one winner and we'll send you a message saying you have won this delightful box from from Earth Goods. So thank you massively to Earth Goods for helping us deliver a little bit of Christmas cheer.
Yes.
Shall we just pop this on the
floor so we can start our show?
Oh, guys,
I am actually in my game show era. I was just like, so we can start our show.
So we can start the show. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show with me, Casey.
And me, Farah.
And we're also going to be delivering goodies all week. Okay, jumping into our top story. COP28, a landmark deal was delivered in Dubai. So yesterday, I'm sure you guys have seen the videos. It's all over international news. Crowds at COP28 broke into applause when 200 countries agreed to begin reducing global consumption of fossil fuels, which could lead to the eventual end of the oil age. We acted, we united, we delivered. COP28 President Dr. Sultan Al-Jaber delivered his closing remarks yesterday while adding a cautionary note. He highlighted the achievements. He said through collaboration, we operationalized loss and damage and started to fulfill the fund. We mobilized more than $85 billion in new financial commitments. We launched Altera, the world's largest catalytic private investor that is 100% focused on solutions to climate change, and we delivered world first after world first.
He continued, saying a global goal to triple renewables and double energy efficiency, declarations and agriculture, food and health as well, many more oil and gas companies stepping up for the first time on methane and emissions. And we have language on fossil fuels in our final agreement. All of these are world first. He followed up saying that this with a word of caution. Friends, here, let me sound a word of caution. An agreement is only as good as its implementation. We are what we do, not what we say. We must take the steps necessary to turn this agreement into tangible action. If we unite in action, we can have a profoundly positive effect on all of our futures.
Finally, he added a round of thank yous to the leaders of the UAE. He thanked his family, who, by the way, he said he's seen so little of in the last year. You can imagine hard at work. And also to the people who were hard at work in meetings at 4 and 5 a.m. through COP to bring this historic deal to a close. So interesting. And massive congratulations to the UAE. As you said, this could signal the end of the oil age when 200 countries came together. And that's why after such hard negotiations from 200 countries, we saw people just probably looking a little bit tired, but just so happy to be able to bring this news to a close at COP.
I mean, honestly, I think it's about time that we take climate change and our Earth into consideration, because this is where we're going to be living for forever. And if you don't want, as well, the more that we don't care, the more that we are not putting effort to actually have this problem solved, the more that, it will get hotter and it will not be good for the environment.
It was great to see that they put such a massive investment into the loss and damage fund for countries that are struck by natural disaster. But I think that the key headlines are also, first of all, major announcements by COP28. It's the first time they brought fossil fuels to the fore. However, and I think this is obviously part of the cautionary note that you said, was that, look, we need to see the action. We can all agree on this. We can have a lot of handshakes, we can have a lot of pens on paper, but actually now we need to unite to deliver. So hopefully this is the beginning, and hopefully this is the beginning of something great. Exactly.
I mean, honestly, as you just said, is that, they can just this is all words right now. So let's see the actions, how it's going to be. Let's see from, as they say, I think maybe 2030, how it's going to be. Well, in other news as well, the UAE opens 3 water plants to provide Gaza with clean drinking water. The ambassador, Lana Nusaybi, Assistant Ministry for Political Affairs and Permanent Representative to the United Nations, has inaugurated 3 water desalination plants in Egypt's Rafah, in the presence of numerous representatives of the United Nations Security Council member states.
The plans aim to provide drinking water to Gaza as part of the UAE's humanitarian effort to ease the suffering of the Palestinian people, as 3 new desalination plants will produce clean drinking water.
Now, this initiative aims to help 300,000 people by treating 600,000 gallons of seawater daily and distributing it through a network of pipes across Gaza. As well, guys, in other news,
Bill Gates sits down with an interview with Anas Boukash and says he has learned about the Holy Quran.
Yes, the Emirati entrepreneur and interviewer Anas Boukash, that we all know and we all love, sat down with Bill Gates, and as well, whereas Anas learned that Bill is an avid reader and reads about 50 books a year. Now, Bill Gates describes himself as a student learning about the Quran and Bible online, which is honestly amazing.
As we know, he's also very much a family man with strong ties with his children and grandchildren. And what's really cool about the interview is that while his exceptional and life-changing work on Microsoft and obviously philanthropy are vastly different, Anas noticed that the link between the two is problem solving. And when asked about how his mother Mary helped shape him into the man that he is today, Bill described his mother as philanthropic and generous, previously working in the WaterBritish to help the community.
As well, Bill recalls his mother telling him, "Now it's time for you to give back in some way." Bill was remembering his mother's words once he started to become successful. His father was also the exact same way. In fact, he as well began working 8 years. He began working 8 years later. Bill retired from Microsoft and joined the foundation full-time to help make a positive impact to the world.
So in case you missed it, Bill Gates was actually in town for COP28, which is obviously a big part of his work, philanthropic, but also towards climate change. He has a lot of work there. And the fact that he got to sit down with Anas Boukash, it's a really great interview. It's a really good insight into the man. I remember watching a documentary on his life before. And it's just so, how he lives his life is just so different. You know, I think he consumes so many books, just constantly learning and then using that to make solutions. It's just incredible.
I mean, honestly, you never stop learning, right? And once you stop learning, I feel like your purpose in life just ends, which is honestly exactly what Bill Gates was saying in his interview. Technically, it might not be his exact words, but if he reads 50 books a year, honestly, I even struggle to read one book. So I mean, honestly, we should all be like Bill Gates.
Be like Bill Gates.
Yes, guys. I mean, be smart, be like Bill Gates. That's how it should be. I mean, honestly, come on. Do you remember that meme of be like, let's say, Farah, don't go out in the rain? Yeah. Be like Bill Gates.
Read 50 books a year. Put
honestly.
That on your bucket list for 2024. Yes. Would you do that every year? Okay, so this is what I do for 2024. Make a plan, POA.
I do. I do, actually. But the thing is, the only hard thing is actually standing by the plan and executing the plan and doing it all, right? We all have plans to do, but are we as committed to actually executing the plans as we say we are? But I mean, also with what Bill Gates was telling Anas Boukash is he seems very committed to executing the plan of reading 50 books a year, which is also can you imagine a book is this thick? How can you read 50
Some
books
people do
a
audiobooks,
year?
might make it easier.
Yeah, but then I feel like, honestly, to be honest with you, I feel like reading of an actual book is different than reading of it's an audiobook, you're listening to it. I don't know, to me it's different. I feel like if you read from an actual book, let's say the information that you're reading actually does get stuck in your head anyway.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But if I was going to if I wasn't reading, I feel like it's a great alternative.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's make those plans for 2024 a little bit closer to the end of the year. Before we move on to our guest, I want to talk about this story that's getting a lot of headlines yesterday and so many questions on DMs from you guys asking how you can get involved. Getting involved is simple. This is an initiative by RAK Hospital, but it's available to all UAE residents. You can get 300 dirham for every kilogram you lose in this challenge. It's a 12-week challenge created by RAK Hospital. It's back for its 4th year and it's called the RAK Biggest Weight Loser Challenge, and it's basically to tackle obesity. That's true. They say weight gain is a massive problem here in the UAE, especially in children, although you do need to be an adult to participate in this. Yes. And they just want to tackle that in kind of a fun, challenging way. So therefore, they've been putting this on for the last 4 years.
I mean, honestly, that's a very great initiative. And of course, guys, if you're healthy and if you are not, just don't lose weight for the sake of the money, right? Yeah. I mean, honestly, because there are a lot of people that are really skinny and then they do suffer from a lot of mental health issues and including eating disorders. So don't lose the weight if you think that, just for the money. So this is obviously, of course, for people who are actually in an obese form.
People who are overweight,
Exactly, who are overweight and are not healthy. So the goal is to be healthy. So if you think that losing, let's say, a few kilograms will have you guys reach the healthy weight, then for sure, go for it.
So last year, they gave away 40 grand in prize money, and I just have a feeling the amount of interest that this got yesterday on our post, I just feel like it's going to be a lot more this year. So RAK Hospital, watch out. But what a great initiative. It's running from the 16th of December until March 3. You can be, as long as you're a UAE resident, 18 above, you can participate. Now, to actually take part, they've got different categories, so check out the website for all of the key details. However, you must weigh in at a designated centre at the beginning and at the end. So it's quite official to make sure that you can take part. One thing they noted any medical or surgical weight loss is not allowed in the competition and result in disqualification. Don't get the surgery in the middle and think that you're going to smash it. They will know and you will be disqualified.
Yeah. Yes, I think Hisham, a 10 kilo, he's asking, does a 10 kilo cost?
So if you lose 1 kg, you get 300. So if you lose 10 kg, you get...
okay, I'm not good at math. Just...
that was Hisham, I think. Well.
Is it?
3,000.
3,000, yeah. You're in. Yeah, but
you can't lose. You're not going to lose 10 kg.
Yeah, but why would you?
This is for health purposes. Last year, 10,000 people took part and the winners got 40,000 dirham. They said the maximum weight loss, so the biggest weight loser was 35 kg, which is amazing. So they're really trying to encourage that healthy lifestyle. They give you 12 weeks. And the most kgs that you can lose in that time, they're giving you 300 dirham for it.
I mean, the team today is going to go for a stretch. You know, it's just like for a good, healthy lifestyle. I mean, honestly, guys, if you just move your body and just like eat healthy food, you know, not like junk food all the time, I think, you can win.
Do you think money motivates people more than saying you'll live longer?
Yes, it does.
Isn't that so ridiculous?
It does. Because you know what? I tell you something. We now live at a time where like money is everything for everyone. It's not everything. Like if you want to look at it, but to some people it is everything. And honestly, just like thinking maybe, oh my God, I am actually going to win money if I do this or do that. Oh yeah, fine, I'll do it. Just like how Hisham just said.
It's so interesting. If RAK Hospital came out with a marketing campaign and they said, you will live 3 days longer for every kg that you lose.
I don't think that they will actually do that. Because
would that sway you, public? Would that like encourage you to lose weight, or is the 300 dirham going to do it for you?
I think the 300 dirhams would do it for them because honestly, everyone knows that, you know, if you eat healthy and if you move your body and you're just like active from your like every day, just like even if it's for 10-15 minutes, right? You will actually be healthier and you will be not only healthier, you will live longer. But do people do that?
It's so easy to fall into bad habits, right? And especially when we're a takeaway nation, we have every single fast food joint in the world at the tap of a button. I could have any of them here in 20 minutes. And then you're having, you know, it's interesting about the Dubai lifestyle is that we all live here for the sunshine and the safety and the wellness. But at the end of the day, I know, and correct me if I'm wrong, we work really hard. I guarantee I work harder than like, you know, maybe some of my friends at home. We work longer days.
That's true.
And so we actually put in the graft and then it's actually harder to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So it is like, I totally get like falling into the bad habits here, like the brunch lifestyle. I certainly fell into it when I came here. There's like the Dubai Stone when you're here for your first year, like absolutely you're out more like 3-4 nights a week and you just fall into an unhealthy lifestyle. So I get, and it's really hard to break those habits when you're in them.
It is hard, but then as well, just like as, you know, like when once you get into a bad lifestyle, it takes like, I would say maybe 1 meal and you just be like, oh yeah, you know what, I messed up my diet, fine, I'll just eat another one. I'll start tomorrow, and then the next day the same cycle happens. So the same concept can be applied to the healthy lifestyle. You know, like just like walk, let's say after every meal for 10 minutes, right? And that will just become a habit for you. And then once you stop that habit, you will not feel good about yourself.
Farah actually does that. She gets up after every meal for a little.
Yes, I do.
Which I think is amazing because it's not.
Yes.
Even just for your mind, like if you're working at your desk, it's a really nice habit to be into.
It is honestly, you know, because like I used to be very unhealthy. I used to eat all kinds of unhealthy food, junk food, chocolate. I think if my mom is here, she would definitely agree with me. I used to have chocolate for breakfast, chocolate for after lunch, and chocolate for dinner.
Great.
And then after that, what happened is I just, oh my God, Casey, you have no idea. What happened is that, you know what, I just became way too unhealthy. And that only showed in my blood tests around 6 months ago. And then I'm like, you know what, Farah, I think a change needs to happen, girl. And I was very committed to it. I didn't just like bombard myself with like change, you know, in like 5 minutes or like 1 day. But I started to like little by little, as Casey said, walk after every meal, move my body, limit.
And I think that's really interesting because most people think, okay, you eat chocolate, weight gain. and then, I can lose it. Or maybe like it comes up on your skin, but actually it reflected in your blood test. So your inside of your body was damaged through an unhealthy lifestyle. And that's actually what we mean by you could live longer if you reduce your kind of bad eating habits.
As well, I used to all the time hear that, oh my God, go to the gym, you will feel amazing. And I used to be like, really? Why would I want to go to the gym? Why would I want to work out? Who wants to do that? And then I actually started to understand that it's actually true. You know, like when I would go to the gym, when I would work out or just move my body or maybe take care of what I'm eating, I would feel good about myself.
And through no coincidence, it's actually our Lovin Dubai Augustus Media Christmas party today, hence I'm in gym gear because we're going to do some light stretching as a team over at SK Fitness, which I'm really excited about in Production City. We're just going to check it out just to see. It's a little light walk away, get some fresh air. But it's 8:51. It brings us to our interview. We're super excited to have him on the show. British rapper Larko's music reveals his truth, but in unconventional ways. We're so excited to bring him on in less than 2 minutes. Do stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Larko is an inspiring musician who has been making waves in the music scene, overcoming challenges with remarkable determination. Welcome to the show, John Larkins, aka Larko. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, Larko, we're going to ask you some questions. Why did you start making music?
My name is John Larkins, but in the music world, they know me as Larko. Born and bred in Manchester, but now, I've got my roots down in Dubai, been here for a solid 3 years. I cut my teeth in the UK grime scene, but now, I've shifted gears. Music's in my blood, but these days, I'm all about business in Dubai. From spitting lyrics to strategizing in the boardroom, my journey's taken a turn. I'm blending the raw edge of Manchester with the sleek streets of Dubai, making my mark in more ways than one. My journey into music started as something I dabbled in, a mere hobby. But it didn't take long for that spark to turn into a blazing fire. It's been a wild ride, filled with highs and lows. Moments that define who I am today. Back in the day, I was listening to rappers like Bugsy Malone, and let me tell you, he was a massive inspiration. His storytelling, his style, it all resonated with me on a deep level. It was artists like Bugsy who fueled my passion and made me believe in the power of music. I've had some standout moments on this journey, like getting featured in the local newspaper, stepping on stage for live sets, and watching my fan base grow. Each of these milestones felt like a nod from the universe, a sign that I was on the right path. But you know what? It's not just about the music. It's a journey of self-discovery, a testament to pushing boundaries and proving that no matter what life throws at you, you can make your mark. And that's exactly what I'm here to do.
We're so excited to have you. And for those people who don't know, your music is obviously quite different. It's unconventional. So can you tell everyone, can you describe a bit of why your music is different and how you do it?
I do music in a way never done before. Because I can't physically use my voice. I write what's in my head. And then I collaborate with talented rappers to bring those lyrics to life. It's a fusion of my thoughts and their voices, creating a unique and powerful sound. My grime music stands out because it's not just about the beats. It's about the storytelling, the raw emotions, and the messages that resonate with my listeners.
Well, honestly, you've mentioned that you actually collaborated with a lot of rappers, right? So what stories or feelings do you want your songs to, let's say, deliver to everyone who's listening?
Collaborating with talented rappers has been a game changer for my music. It takes my tracks to a whole new level, you see, because I can't physically use my voice. I rely on the power of my words and the incredible vocal abilities of these rappers to convey my message. It's a unique synergy where I write what's in my head, pouring my thoughts and emotions into the lyrics, and then these skilled artists breathe life into them. What makes it cooler is the diversity these collaborations bring. Each rapper I work with has their own style, their own way of delivering verses, and it adds layers of depth to my music. It's like a fusion of flavors, a blend of perspectives, and it makes the music resonate with a wider audience. It's not just about beats and rhymes. It's about storytelling, raw emotions, and messages that connect with people on a profound level. These collaborations allow me to express myself in ways I couldn't achieve alone. It's a testament to the power of teamwork, of artists coming together to create something greater than the sum of its parts. It's these partnerships that make my music cooler, more dynamic, and emotionally charged, and I'm grateful for the incredible artists I've had the privilege to work with.
It's really interesting you mentioned teamwork, but actually you're at the core of the music and the messaging that you're sharing and your perspective. So what is the messaging? What stories are you trying to tell?
My songs are a window into my world, my thoughts, and my emotions. They're a reflection of the highs and lows, the challenges and triumphs that have defined my journey. I share stories of resilience, of pushing through obstacles and finding strength in the face of adversity. But it's not just about my experiences. It's about connecting with my listeners on a personal level. I want them to feel the raw emotions in my music, to know that they're not alone in their struggles. Whether it's a track that delves into personal hardships or a gritty grime anthem, I aim to evoke a range of emotions in my listeners. It's about making them feel, making them think, and ultimately, letting them know that there's power in vulnerability. My songs carry messages of hope, of determination, and the belief that no challenge is insurmountable. They share the feelings of empowerment, resilience, and the drive to overcome obstacles. It's a journey we take together through the medium of music, and I hope my listeners find solace, inspiration, and a sense of unity in my songs.
Honestly, that's amazing. So where do you see yourself in the music world, since the way that you actually rap and sing music is different?
In the music world, I see endless possibilities. I've always had big dreams, and I believe that with determination and hard work, anything is achievable. One of my dreams is to continue expanding my reach, connecting with a global audience, and inspiring others through my music. I also envision collaborating with even more talented artists, pushing boundaries, and creating music that resonates on an international scale. My dream is to leave a lasting legacy, not just as an artist, but as someone who broke barriers and...
Well, honestly, that's amazing. So, good job. All right. Well, I actually as well have another question. You for sure have fans happening, a lot of fans, right? So, do you have any crazy fan stories that you would like to tell us?
I've had some incredible interactions with fans that have left a profound impact on me. Music has this incredible ability to touch people's lives in ways we can't always predict. One fan shared a deeply personal story with me that I'll never forget. This fan reached out and revealed that at a dark moment in their life, they had a rope around themselves, ready to end it all. It was an unimaginably difficult time for them, and the weight of their struggles felt unbearable. But just as they were about to take that tragic step, one of my tracks came on. My music, my words, had reached them at the most crucial moment, and it gave them hope, a reason to keep going. Hearing stories like that is a stark reminder of the power of music. It's not just about entertainment. It's a lifeline for many. It's a source of solace, inspiration, and strength. Moments like these reaffirm my love for music and motivate me to keep creating. Knowing that my music has the potential to save a life or bring comfort during difficult times is a responsibility and a privilege that I cherish deeply. I've learned that music is more than just a form of expression, it's a lifeline for those who connect with it. It's a reminder that even in our darkest moments, there's something beautiful that can touch our souls and give us the strength to carry on. These fan stories are a testament to the incredible bond that music can create, and they inspire me to continue making music that resonates with people on a deeply personal level.
It's amazing how their stories inspire you, and yet you're inspiring others, as I'm sure you will do in today's interview and with that story that you just shared. That's so touching and powerful, so thank you for sharing. Before you leave us, can you maybe speak to people who, maybe even new musicians or anyone who's facing challenges like you? Do you have any advice for them? Because it's not an easy journey. So when you're overcoming challenges, what advice would you give people?
To aspiring musicians who, like me, face unique challenges, my advice is simple yet powerful. Embrace your uniqueness. Don't let obstacles define you. Let them inspire you to create something extraordinary. First and foremost, believe in yourself and your talent. Know that your voice, your perspective, and your story matter. It's often our differences that make us stand out in the music industry. Use your experiences, your struggles, and your triumphs as fuel for your creativity. Secondly, find your tribe. Surround yourself with supportive people who believe in your vision. Collaboration and teamwork can amplify your impact. Connect with fellow musicians, producers, and artists who share your passion. Networking is not just about who you know, it's about the community you build. Never stop learning and experimenting. The music world is ever evolving, and embracing change can lead to groundbreaking creations. Explore different styles, techniques, and technologies to expand your horizons. Lastly, persevere. The road to success in music can be challenging for anyone, but determination and resilience are your allies. Keep pushing forward, even when faced with setbacks. Remember, it's not about how you start. It's about how you continue and where you ultimately reach. And always remember, your music has the power to touch hearts and inspire others. Your journey is a source of inspiration in itself. And by sharing your music, you can make a profound impact on the world.
Honestly, that's an amazing advice. That it's not only for future musicians and for future it's for everyone. It's even for us.
Anybody.
Yes, exactly, for anybody, which is actually, it's the correct word, for anybody. It's not for only musicians, which is honestly one of the best advices.
So true, and it's like, your journey matters and you're an inspiration. And as you deliver that message to so many people, we're going to throw that back at you and say, Larko, you're an inspiration to people. Your music is incredible, and I'd really encourage you guys all to take a listen to the meaning of the words and the message that Larko is sharing.
Thank you.
Larko, thank you so much for joining us today on this Thursday morning. We really appreciate your time.
Have a nice day.
You too, Larko. Have a nice day ahead, and we're looking forward for more music.
Have a great day, Larko. Guys, that is it. We're going to put some tags up for Larko so you can find out his pages. But a massive thank you to everyone who made today's shows happen. We couldn't be more grateful for the team behind the screens as we are for us here in front of us. So guys, thank you so much for joining us. We're back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.